Rimuru's Journey for His Beloved Arifureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest by Sakura-Arashi. You knows about Rimuru. Haltina Sea of Trees, the place where the country of demihumans Fia Belgine resides in, and at the same time one of the 7 great dungeon. After Rimuru's merciless massacre, they started heading towards the Sea of Trees. Using 2 large carriages and dozens of horses, Rimuru and Hajime's group advance forward with a rather fast pace. At night Rimuru's paw. While driving the carriage through the silent night, I looked up to the beautiful night sky staring at the beautiful stars. Inside my carriage was Hajime, Yuanshei, who was currently sleeping. Ha ha ha, how pathetic of me, even after 3,000 years I still forced myself to deal with that alone. I muttered while gazing at the star. I of course is talking about the event that happened earlier, when I massacred the whole division because of my own selfishness. Funny how people used to call me, the strongest, or, a god, but I am actually the most likely to lose my reasonings and do things that I can never redo. Hey Shizu, tell me, how will you react when you see me again? Will you be happy, sad, disgusted, or maybe you wouldn't even recognize me anymore? I was saying as if Shizu was actually there. Well, if I am being honest, I wouldn't blame you if you hate me now. I used to think, the end justifies the means, and through that I've done a lot of horrible or irredeemable things. Sigh, I hope you'll be able to forgive and accept me, even after all the things I've done. I muttered while staring at the stars. Suddenly while I was contemplating, you appeared next to me and sat down next to me. She then looked at me who has a surprised look and said, "So you were the person described in that story. Why didn't I detect her? Ah damn it, I turned my perception off to enjoy this adventure, damn it. Wait Seal, why didn't she warn me? Seal, why didn't you tell me you was behind me all along, open double angle bracket. Seal, open double angle bracket. Seal, open double angle bracket. Open double angle bracket zzz. Open double angle bracket. Alright, I forgot she likes to sleep at night now. Ha ha ha, well guess that cat's out of the bag now, I said while scratching the back of my head. Don't worry, I promise I won't tell Hajime or tell anyone. Really? Thanks, I appreciate that. Sue, that story wasn't just a story, and was actually real. You said with stars in her eyes. Ha ha ha, who would have known, my identity would have been revealed by a story made by a friend I met a few hundred years ago, I said, internally laughing at the situation. Yes, that story's real, at least most of it. Sniff sniff. That story used to make me cry whenever I read it, you said with a tear in her eye. Ha ha ha, never expected a vampire queen to cry over a story about my life, ha ha ha. You gave off a pout before saying, just because I was a queen doesn't mean I can't cry over sad stories. She replied with a flat look on her face. Ha ha ha, calm down, I was just joking. Well, at least now I know why you're so strong, she said. After a short silence she asked, were you really the king of monsters? This question gave me a nostalgic feeling as I haven't been called that in a few thousand years. I haven't been called the king of monsters in 3,000 years, it's so nostalgic, I said as a smile appears on my face. Yes, I used to rule a country full of monsters, but my nation was open to all races, not only monsters but humans, and more lives in my country in peace, even vampires live in my country, I added. How can vampires and humans coexist? You asked with a puzzled face. It was understandable since vampires drink blood and humans fear them, what people fear they destroy. It was actually pretty easy, once people accepted monsters and started permanently living in my country, accepting vampires wasn't far-fetched. Actually thanks to Vesta, who found a solution for the vampires to stop drinking human blood, everything went smoothly. That's amazing, I want to see your country for myself now. You said in excitement. Ha ha ha, I promise you, I'll bring you and Hajime to my world, after I find her, I replied, saying the last part with hints of fear and sadness on my face. What's wrong? You seem scared about something, you asked in concern. Hey you, if I find her, do you think she'll still accept me? Even after all those things that I've done? I asked while staring deep into the stars. It was a question that scared me, I didn't want to know the answer, even though I'll understand if she rejects me, I still don't know how I'll react. I am not an omniscience being, not even Seal. If I was her, I would still accept you, no matter what you do or how bad it is, I would still follow the one I love. You said, as she looks to the sky with me. Her words gave me the reassurance I needed. Really, I am glad my brother found such an amazing girl. Thanks you, I needed that. I don't know how I would react if she rejects me after searching for her for thousands of years, ha ha ha. To what I said, you gave off a cute smile before asking another question. Do you miss them? The people you left? Aren't you worried you'll never see them again? She asked. Her question made me travel to memory lane as I remember everything I've gone through with my comrades and friends back in Tempest, Benimaru and rest. Truly they mean a lot to me. I do, I miss them a lot, but I've already made my decision and it's too late to go back now. What I said was my true thoughts about the matter. I miss them but Shizu's my priority. I see, well I hope you find her soon. I hope so too. I honestly don't know how long I can keep going. After our conversation, you went back to Hajime's side before falling asleep again. Luckily Hajime or even Shay didn't wake up while me and you was chatting. Hollow diamond, 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 hollow diamond. The next day, after driving the carriage all night long, we finally arrived at the border of Haltina Sea of Trees. Just from looking outside, they could see dense forest and thick fog. Well then, Rimuru dono, Hajime dono, please stay close to us, though it's possible for you to move forward on your own. If you get lost it'll be a very big problem, Cam said. Alright, we'll be sure to stay close, Rimuru replied. Before we continue, I'd like to confirm one thing. Our destination is in the depth of this forest, under the great tree, right? Cam was confirming Rimuru and Hajime's destination in the Sea of Trees. What Cam called Great Tree was a huge tree that exists in the depth of Haltina Sea of Trees. The Great Tree also looked like it become a sacred place that no one dared to approach. It was a story they heard from Cam when they escaped from the canyon. I've only heard of it, but it seems there's a way going to the real dungeon from there, Hajime said. Hearing Hajime's confirmation, Cam nodded before signaling the group to go to their formation with Rimuru and Hajime at the middle. Hajime dono, can you please tone down your presence? The Great Tree is sacred, so no one's allowed, but it's possible for us to run into villagers, and since we're wanted people, that wouldn't be good, Cam said. I see, okay then, we can do that, Hajime said. Hajime used his hide presence, while Rimuru just toned down his aura or presence to match to that of the rabbitman, while you thinned her presence using the method she create in the abyss. Hajime, you're reducing your presence too much. If you do it more they wouldn't be able to sense or see you in the thick fog. Just copy mine or use, Rimuru said in thought communication. Alright, if you say so, brother. With that under Cam's guidance, they started to advance. After a while slowly, the fog started becoming thicker and thicker until eventually, they couldn't see the road anymore. After a while thick fog completely surrounded them and their vision was cut off, but this didn't seem to bother Cam as there is no hesitation in Cam's steps. He seems to completely understand their location and direction to take. Even Rimuru is currently blind, but that's only because he has his perceptions turned off, or rather, toned down, and he also ordered Seal to only warn him if the threat is dangerous. Toned down, not turned off. PLS, don't misunderstand, smiley face. While advancing, Cam and his group suddenly stopped and started looking around. Open double angle bracket master, it seems we're currently surrounded, Seal reported. Is it a problem for us? Open double angle bracket. Open double angle bracket negative, the things that surrounds us poses no big threat, Seal added. I see, thanks Seal. Open double angle bracket. It seems we're surrounded, I voiced out. Yeah, it seems so, Hajime replied. Sensing their presence, the rabbitmen quickly pulled out the knives Hajime gave them earlier before they entered the Sea of Trees. With tense expression on their faces, I nodded at Hajime, who quickly understood what I meant. Suddenly after my nod, Hajime quickly shot to his left while I pulled my sword out and quickly dashed towards the presence. As I got close I saw the figure of a monkey-like creatures with height around 60 centimeters and 4 arms each can be seen moving around. I quickly sliced the 3 of them in front of me, but something strange happened. They disappeared, or rather they turned into fogs. Honestly, I should have seen something like this coming. If I was to guess, there's at least 12 real bodies out there and the rest are illusions. It's truly interesting how you can even sense the presence of the clones but the main body you can't. Well, if I turned my perception up I could easily find their body, but where's the fun in that? Damn it. All I keep hitting are illusions, it's really annoying, Hajime said. Ha ha ha, if we easily defeat such monsters in the Sea of Trees then it wouldn't really feel like a challenge now, would it? I replied with a smile. From my expression you could clearly tell I was having fun. Huh, that doesn't make sense at all, but I guess nothing you do makes sense, ha ha ha, he replied. You was casting wind blades at a fast rate but ending up with the same result, that is until she got lucky. You see, the illusions attack in a group of 3, occasionally one of the illusion will be the real body. When they came to attack, Yu's wind blade caught one of the real monkey-like creature off guard, killing it. Before dying the monkey-like creature gave off a scream signaling the first death. Soon after seeing the attack patterns so many times, I could easily predict whether the ones attacking are the real one or just an illusion. I got my first kill when they tried attacking a child. The ones on the left and right were illusions but the one in the middle was real and I ended up slicing its body in half. Hajime finally found his mark when he noticed one of the illusion attacking a rabbitman, except this illusion's presence was concealed, clearly signaling it was a real body. Soon we dealt with the monsters one by one and with our formation being secured no one was killed. I took out 4 of them. How many did you guys get? Hajime asked. I only took out 2 of them. You said, sounding depressed. It's okay, you did great, Hajime replied with a warm smile making you feel better. I took out 6, I haven't had fun like that in forever, I said looking satisfied. Hajime gave a sigh as a reply to what I said while thinking, can't he read the room? Soon after taking a quick break, their group started advancing once more.